How?
Like I said, I had long fucking hair. Put my head down and just fucking rock out. Look up when it's time. Check out the fellas. We ready to end this one? Okay. Next.
Story from Colombia, though, is what? Just you don't have to look at me. Just tell the story.
Are we on?
Yeah, we've been.
Okay. My wife has a large book from the town in Colombia where she was born, and there's a double picture of this beautiful, beautiful white church and a courtyard and a park area, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful scene. So I'm over there in Colombia, we're walking around, and I turn the corner, and there's that church. I was actually in the square, in front of the church, and it was awesome. So we sat on the little park bench there, and they had people that were selling ice cream and whatnot. So we all got one, and we're sitting there, and the next thing I know, this homeless guy with a steel pipe is standing right in front of me and speaking to me. So I asked Carla, what the hell is he saying? She said, he wants you to give him money. Well, at that point, my brother-in-law, Nacho, looked at the guy and went, no. So in Spanish, the guy took another step toward me with the pipe, and he said to my brother-in-law, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. Right? So I still didn't really know what was going on. So I asked my brother-in-law, actually asked Carla, and she was like, he wants money from you, and he's got a pipe in his hand. So I had to stand up and get in this guy's face and just kind of look at him. And the police are all over the city and stuff. They do a lot of walking around. So the police came and took the pipe away from the guy and, escorted him away from us. But, that was just one close call. But the funniest part of the whole trip was, of course, we're walking through this little town, and there's this lady in a wheelchair, and she had her cup out front, and we figured she was looking for change, like most people do. So as we walk by, Carla says, I'm going to put a few coins in there, and we walk past, and she throws them in the cup, and instead of hearing ching, ching, clink, clink, I hear plonk. What is that? So we turn around and look, and the old lady is laughing her ass off. She's not begging for change. She was just sitting out there having her morning coffee. So she got a little extra bonus there.
That's great.
But so we end up going to a soccer game. I don't recommend it. Not in Colombia. Not against two cities that are 2 miles away from each other and huge rivals. Right? We get there, and we have to find a place to buy tickets. And there are thousands of people outside the stadium as well. So as soon as we get out of the cab, I lose my brother-in-law and Carla, and I'm lost in the crowd.
And they all look alike?
So, one Colombian looks just like the next.
But you just seen the top of blackheads.
I do see Carla and Nacho coming back out of this one area. We had to go around the other area, I guess, to get tickets.
Uh-huh.
So as I'm trying to follow them, I have 6 Colombians surround me and will not let me move. They're trying to get me to buy tickets that they have instead of... So I kept telling them, no. That's all I knew what to say. Every time I would try to go left or right to follow Carla and my brother-in-law, who were getting further away from me, they would step in front of me and block my way. Right, so now I'm in the sea of Colombians. I'm by myself. I'm kind of in a bad spot. So I guess they weren't expecting this out of me, or they weren't expecting the English language. But I had to tell them, I said, back the fuck off right now! And it kind of stunned them all. They were all, what? And that was my moment. I was able to break away from them and go, finally catch up with everybody. And they had riot police trucks outside of the stadium that are bigger than our Loomis trucks.
Mira, quiet.
Armored just like ours, but bigger. And they got water cannons on the top in case, anything goes wrong at the soccer match. But thank God it was a draw. But from what I understand, if one team had won, the losing team was going to riot all of their fans, and vice versa. That's just the way it is over there. So it was a
Hey, what you want to do this Sunday? I guess we can riot if we lose.
Yeah,
I got nothing better to do. Got some cookies, let's go.
You sound Italian, man.
No, Italian, that's Italian. Hold on,
I'm
Italian.
trying to channel Tony Montana.
Hello, Tony
Trying
Montana.
to do.
I fuck you a cockroach.
You never even seen the movie before.
I some bits and pieces.
He's never seen Scarface?
You
No.
watched little bits and pieces, never sat down and watched it all.
What? Dude, I love that fucking
Never seen
Best
Scar.
movies
This
ever.
is a fucking...
If we get 50 views on this, I'll watch Scarface. How about that?
Yeah, Colombia, South America is no joke.
What do you think?
Sound
50
out.
views, I'll watch Scarface. I'll rent and buy Scarface if I have to, if we get 50 views.
There are no traffic laws. There are no lanes on the road, and there's got to be 2,000 scooters. I swear to God, just like Mexico, you'll have a scooter right. I mean, right up on next to you. You could reach out and tickle their balls if you wanted to. Not that you'd want to, but you could.
The option was there.
They're that fucking close.
Gracias, señor.
Las huevos. I like your huevos.
Mire aquí, Blanco, ese play mis bolas. Así, americanos, mucho dinero, no problem.
I had this one old lady. We were downtown shopping.
Oh, I love
This lady had a
stories.
little cart outside of one of the shops, and she's selling whatever. I don't know. But I never spoke to her. I never even looked at her. We didn't interact at all. But at one point, when I glanced over, she looked at me and then looked at the people next to me and went like this. My brother-in-law had to take me into the shop, around all kinds of, booths and rows and whatnot, and went out a different door and went on to another neighborhood.
Do you think she was planning on killing you, or she was letting you know they were planning on killing
I
you?
think she was telling those people on the, hey, he's American, get him. That's what I think happened.
Oh, so she was sending the message.
Oh, absolutely.
She was old lady
Like I
on
said,
point.
A blue-eyed American in Boca Ramonda is very, very, very rare. It's the very middle of Colombia, South America, and not a lot of tourists go there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you left, I told Evie he's not coming back. They're gonna kidnap and kill his ass down there. I was like, we're gonna get the phone call. Hola, Mr. Greenbum. Your uncle Sean.
He's gone.
It's dead.
Okay,
It's okay.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
He was 5'5". We found his head. Now he's 5'4". No, but you got bigger than it. He's 5'2" now. We're gonna ship his body separate from his head. But all right, stories from Colombia by Uncle Sean.